Have you ever noticed that during a summer evening, one person can be covered in mosquito bites while someone sitting right next to them barely gets touched? It might seem unfair, but mosquitoes aren't choosing their targets at random. They are actually following a surprisingly sophisticated set of biological clues. Mosquitoes don't see humans the way we see each other. Instead, they rely heavily on smell, body heat, and chemicals released by our bodies. One of the biggest attractants is carbon dioxide. Every time you breathe out, you release a cloud of carbon dioxide into the air. Mosquitoes can detect it from a surprising distance and use it to locate potential hosts. People who naturally produce more carbon dioxide often attract more mosquitoes. This includes larger adults, pregnant women, and individuals who are physically active. After exercise, your breathing rate increases, making you even easier for mosquitoes to find. But carbon dioxide is only the beginning. Human skin releases hundreds of chemical compounds through sweat and natural body oils. These chemicals create a unique scent profile, almost like a personal fingerprint. Some of these scents are especially attractive to mosquitoes. Researchers have found that substances such as lactic acid, ammonia, and certain fatty acids can make some people more appealing to these insects. This helps explain why mosquitoes may swarm around one person while ignoring another nearby. Body temperature also plays an important role. Mosquitoes are attracted to warmth because warm-blooded animals provide the blood meal they need. If your body runs slightly warmer than average or you've recently exercised, you may become a more noticeable target. The next time mosquitoes seem obsessed with you, it isn't because they dislike you. They're simply responding to a combination of signals that your body naturally produces without you even realizing it. Scientists continue to study why some people attract mosquitoes more than others, and one of the most fascinating discoveries involves genetics. Research suggests that your genes influence the chemicals released through your skin, meaning your attractiveness to mosquitoes may be partly inherited. Blood type may also play a role. Some studies have found that mosquitoes appear to land more often on people with type O blood compared to other blood groups. While blood type isn't the only factor, it may contribute to why certain individuals receive more bites. Another surprising influence is the microscopic community of bacteria living on your skin. These bacteria help create your body's natural scent. Different bacterial combinations can produce different odors, some of which mosquitoes find especially attractive. Clothing color can even affect mosquito behavior. Dark colors such as black, navy blue, and dark red absorb more heat and are easier for mosquitoes to spot. Wearing lighter colors may make you slightly less noticeable in some situations. Although you can't change your genetics, there are ways to reduce mosquito bites. Using insect repellent, wearing long sleeves, avoiding stagnant water, and staying indoors during peak mosquito activity can all help. Mosquitoes have existed for millions of years and have evolved into remarkably efficient hunters. Their ability to detect tiny changes in scent, heat, and carbon dioxide makes them experts at finding a blood meal. So if mosquitoes always seem to choose you first, you're probably not imagining it. Your body may simply be sending stronger signals that these tiny insects have learned to follow. What feels like bad luck is actually a fascinating combination of biology, chemistry, and evolution at work. A smile is one of the simplest expressions humans make, yet it carries an incredible amount of meaning. Whether you're greeting a friend, celebrating good news, or reacting to a funny joke, a smile can communicate emotions faster than words ever could. But have you ever wondered why humans smile in the first place? Scientists believe smiling is deeply rooted in our evolutionary history. Long before humans developed complex languages, facial expressions helped people communicate their intentions. A smile may have evolved as a way of showing friendliness, trust, and a lack of aggression. In a world where survival often depended on cooperation, being able to signal peaceful intentions was extremely valuable. When something pleasant happens, the brain releases chemicals such as dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. These chemicals are often called feel-good neurotransmitters because they create feelings of happiness and satisfaction. As these signals spread through the brain, muscles around the mouth and eyes contract, creating what we recognize as a smile. Interestingly, not all smiles are the same. A genuine smile, often called a Duchenne smile, involves both the mouth and the muscles around the eyes. This is why real happiness can often be recognized instantly. A forced smile may lift the corners of the mouth, but it usually lacks the subtle eye movements that accompany genuine joy. Smiling is also contagious. Have you ever noticed yourself smiling back at someone without even thinking about it? This happens because our brains contain systems that help us mirror the emotions and actions of others. When we see someone smile, our brain often encourages us to do the same. This ability helps strengthen social bonds. A simple smile can make people feel welcomed, understood, and connected. Even among strangers, it can create a brief moment of positive human interaction that makes both people feel better. While smiling is often associated with happiness, its purpose goes far beyond expressing joy. In fact, humans smile in many different situations. People smile when they are nervous, embarrassed, relieved, grateful, or even trying to make others feel comfortable. Researchers have discovered that smiling can actually influence how we feel. When the muscles involved in smiling move, they send signals back to the brain. These signals may encourage the release of positive chemicals, which can slightly improve mood. This is one reason why smiling can sometimes help people feel calmer during stressful situations. A smile also plays a powerful role in social relationships. Studies suggest that smiling individuals are often perceived as more approachable, trustworthy, and friendly. In workplaces, schools, and communities around the world, smiles help build cooperation and reduce social tension. What's fascinating is that smiling appears across nearly every human culture. Although customs and traditions vary, people from different countries can usually recognize a smile and understand its emotional meaning. This makes smiling one of the most universal forms of communication on Earth. Even babies begin smiling long before they can speak. These early smiles help strengthen the bond between infants and caregivers, encouraging attention, protection, and affection. In many ways, smiling helps build human connections from the very beginning of life. So the next time you smile at someone, or someone smiles at you, remember that you're participating in an ancient behavior shaped by millions of years of evolution. What seems like a simple facial expression is actually a remarkable tool that helps humans communicate, cooperate, and connect with one another every single day. Have you ever noticed that when you're extremely hungry, even small problems can suddenly feel much more irritating? A delayed meal, a slow internet connection, or a simple misunderstanding can seem far more frustrating than usual. This common experience is so widespread that it even has a nickname, being hangry, a combination of hungry and angry. But why does hunger affect our emotions so strongly? The answer begins in the brain. Your brain is one of the most energy-hungry organs in the body. Although it represents only a small percentage of your body weight, it consumes a large amount of the energy you get from food. The brain relies heavily on glucose, a type of sugar that circulates in the bloodstream and serves as its primary fuel source. When you haven't eaten for several hours, your blood sugar levels begin to drop. As glucose becomes less available, the brain starts working under less than ideal conditions. Areas responsible for concentration, patience, and decision-making may become less efficient. At the same time, the body interprets the lack of food as a potential threat to survival. In response, it releases stress-related hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones help the body find energy and stay alert, but they can also increase feelings of tension, irritability, and frustration. This means that when you're hungry, your body isn't just asking for food, it is entering a state designed to motivate you to find it. From an evolutionary perspective, this response helped our ancestors survive. Feeling uncomfortable when food was scarce encouraged them to focus on locating their next meal. As a result, even minor annoyances may feel much bigger than they actually are. Your brain and body are prioritizing one message above all else: find food. While low blood sugar plays an important role, hunger affects more than just energy levels. It can also influence how we interpret the world around us. Studies suggest that when people are hungry, they may be more likely to view situations negatively or react emotionally to challenges. Researchers believe this happens because the brain has fewer resources available for emotional regulation. Normally, parts of the brain help control impulses and keep emotions balanced. But when energy levels fall, managing frustration can become more difficult. Interestingly, not everyone experiences hunger in exactly the same way. Genetics, personality, stress levels, sleep quality, and eating habits can all influence how strongly someone reacts to being hungry. Some people become quiet and tired, while others become noticeably irritable. Social situations can make the effect even stronger. Imagine attending a long meeting, waiting in a crowded line, or dealing with a stressful situation while hungry. Because your brain is already under strain, your patience may run out much faster than usual. The good news is that the solution is often simple. Eating a balanced meal containing carbohydrates, protein, and healthy fats helps restore energy levels and stabilize blood sugar. As the brain receives the fuel it needs, mood often improves surprisingly quickly. So the next time you feel unusually annoyed, impatient, or short-tempered, it may not be the situation that's causing the problem. Your body could simply be signaling that it needs nourishment. What we call being hangry is not a personality flaw, it's a fascinating interaction between biology, psychology, and evolution. It's a reminder that our emotions are closely connected to the physical needs of our bodies, and sometimes the path to a better mood begins with a meal.